Same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll only get a couple after about the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chase Young able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 56 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Anthony Barr.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Lions.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 18-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Wentz. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Lions 3.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Cousins to throw it this time. Setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. To the air again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's just a 20-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1 yard. First down, Detroit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. Johnson on its punt 3. Football's out. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
First down, Lions.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
On first down, Wentz. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, but it's going to be second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You have time to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Deion Kane. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Extra point is good.
Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he slips up.
They're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Wentz is
given 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. It's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's out, it's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Wentz flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 7, it's second and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz looking for the end zone. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They're going for Jefferson down, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Swift on the counter. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Lions 24. Vikings 14.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Second and short now following the fumble. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 31, Vikings 14. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, though. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. From left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Deion Kane, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Following the interception, Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 14-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This is incomplete. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, it goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Wentz. And he hits him in stride. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Wentz is intercepted yet again. He's picked off at his own 47. They're making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
That one into the hands of Kane. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Kenny Galladay, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it is going to be pulled one-handed. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 62 yards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.